Okay, good evening. So this is the recording of 28th of April, and we start with some quite challenging material from the previous format of the proficiency exams. Now, the exercises that I have in mind. Okay. Ah, all right. So that's what we have to check for today. You have given me the composition.
Yes.
Paris has. Christo, you haven't given me your composition, have you?
No, I've given to you.
You have. You're right. Okay. Okay. You have. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, Chris. Of course. It's me who has to return it to you, and I will do so on Friday. Now, in the old days, there was an exercise in which, personally, I found it an amazing exercise, although not everyone else did. Now, I managed to locate one of the old proficiency exam practice books in PDF form. And okay, last time we did the first two exercises of Bishop English. Now, I would like to turn your attention to. Okay, last time we did, I think, this. Did we do the parrot?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and we also did
Yes.
the derivatives. Okay, now look at this. Now, in this exercise, in this exercise, they gave you three sentences in which the same word was missing, and you just have to find the word. Okay, you could have found a word from the first sentence, but did it fit the second and the third? For example, it's very easy here to figure out that display, exactly. But does display fit here and here? As we round the bend, the first houses came into display. There's a widespread display. Okay. We need to give some consideration to the downturn of sales. The economic situation is so, etc. Okay, so would you like to try that?
Not very good. I mean, it seems a little bit stupid for me.
Stupid?
I know.
Quite
it's
the
hard.
contrary, and I'll explain why. But tell me why you find it stupid. I'm interested.
I think it's stupid because this can be very challenging and take up too much time of your exam. Like you could spend half an hour on this and not have much time left.
Yeah, but wouldn't the same be true of a difficult reading, or a gap filling, or a set of transformations where you have no idea how they? I mean, all exercises can be time consuming
Yeah.
because of the complexity or level of difficulty.
Nah, this is given the go.
Absolutely, I fully agree. How is he able to let go?
Uh,
Subject. Subjective. I'm sorry. Okay, now, why I find it interesting? Because, first of all, it requires perfect knowledge of vocabulary, I mean, tons of vocabulary. And secondly, even if you're very good at vocabulary, it also requires tons of imagination
Yes.
to figure out the right word. Okay, so we agreed that in number 26, we could have thought of display.
Yes.
Okay, but display does not fit 2 and 3. Okay, give it a chance. Okay, and if you don't like it, I'm not going to ask you to do an exercise that I designed based on that because I liked it very much. So I'm not going to ask you to do this quiz here. Okay, just have a look at that.
This is going to be on the proficiency exam.
No, this used to be in the old proficiency exam about 15 years ago, and then they removed the particular exercise. They every 10 or 15 years they change the format of the exam, and they actually simplify the format of the exam.
Could this be view?
Excellent.
I struggle with that.
Exactly right. Oh, guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's test it. The prize winning sculpture is on view, meaning on display. As we run the bed, the first houses came into view. What does that mean? Came into view.
like
Φάνηκαν.
Yes,
σαν
fun,
αναφέραμε.
thank you. Exactly right. And there's a widespread view, meaning
Rumor. Άποψη.
yes, exactly, opinion. Yeah, the first one is view. Well done. Okay, now have a look at 2728, but don't shout out loud. Okay, just note down whatever you think. When you finish with the other two, you can scroll down.
Okay.
Because the test had 6 of these sessions.
Sir,
Yes?
could it be 2 words? Okay.
Okay, so number 2 is, then 7 is?
Could it be poor?
No. And as a matter of fact, number 2 is very, very easy. You thought of poor because of the second, the economic situation so poor. Probably. Okay, guys, it's very easy. Like, very easy. No one? Serious. Give some serious consideration. The economic situation is so serious. He's the real Joker, but there's a more serious side to him. Okay. How about the third? Third is turn fits the last one. And it's a very, very good guess. But no, it doesn't fit 1 and 2. Okay. The third is very, very difficult. Bear. Bear just like akuda. Bear.
As a verb.
Yes. Okay. And how does the verb go? Bear, born. Born, me. Όχι το born, το γεννιέμαι. Okay, so in the first one, bear a strong resemblance, έχουν μια μεγάλη ομοιότητα. In the second one, bear and grudge, you may make a note of that if you Kia. Okay, bear grudge against someone. And finally, once you reach the crossroads, bear left, which means exactly what Paris said, turn left.
Okay.
So, may I?
Yes.
Don't shout it out. Just make a note. Okay, for all three, and then we discuss them. Okay. The police officer want the boys to keep.
I thought of 1,000 words and
Okay.
to keep free of trouble,
Excellent.
out of trouble.
Excellent. How about Sophie is not all? And how about the last one? You can
Off. Off of trouble.
keep off the trouble. And then is not all off. About the plans on an off day.
I don't know.
From this viewpoint, you can see the Rift Mountains on a distant day. Seasoned about your plans?
Sure. On a short day.
Okay, no, not really. How about clear? Keep clear of trouble. What does that mean? Keep clear of trouble.
Keep out of trouble.
Exactly. Seasoned clear about your plans.
Isn't sure.
Exactly. On a clear day.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay. How about Herty?
Running.
Running. Excellent. Very good. Left the engine running. Is running for president.
I'm going.
Yes, that's right. Okay. I have a tune running through my head.
Yes.
I was imagining that you played. Okay. How about the last one? The last one's very easy. Come on. Badly. Excellent. The team did so badly.
I thought of badly, and I would put, this is what I would put, but I don't understand. Uh,
The last one
is badly in need.
is badly in need of repair.
Yeah.
Is desperately in need of repair.
That was
Means-
I thought also.
yeah, that's what it means. It badly needs repair.
I would have put badly over there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now,
What was the last word?
badly. The team did so badly in the heat. Some of our trees were badly damaged, and the roof is badly in need of repair. Meaning, some like is desperately in need of repair.
It was a good
Okay.
exercise, also.
Hmm?
It was a good exercise. No?
It really got me thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not stupid. Okay, personally, I was very sorry when they removed it. Now, the last one, unfortunately, still exists.
Yes.
Transformations. Would you like to have a look at them, or would you like to check the homework?
I think we could do them in
Have a look at that and then check the homework. Okay, have a look. Um,
What does prone mean?
okay, prone means the same as vulnerable or susceptible, and it's followed exactly by the same preposition.
What did you say about the last simple position?
Sorry?
Vulnerable low.
No, vulnerable to and prone to. And there's also the expression accident prone, meaning atypista ατυχήματα, someone who always has or causes accidents.
Oh,
Okay, so on when all of us are done with 2, 3, and 4, I'll scroll down to the next.
I'm not sure about 32.
Mhm.
I've done those.
That is very, very difficult.
30.
Because we need to know meaning of account, which we probably don't.
Account 2 is
No, not really. Not really. And it is not even the expression take something into account, meaning take something into
notice.
consideration.
Yes.
Lamane boxing. Okay, take something into account, take something into consideration. It is not that.
Does it mean to περιεχόμενο
Mm,
has an account on his childhood?
very close, very close. Account here means report, narrative. Okay, so the author describes his childhood vividly in the book. The author's book gives a vivid account of his childhood.
That's what I thought of.
Okay, account meaning description or narrative, αφήγηση. So the author's book gives or includes or offers a whatever a vivid account of his childhood.
Social περιεχόμενο.
Non περιεχόμενο, αναφορά ή περιγραφή ή αφήγηση. We were asked to write to produce a written account of our experiences, a written report, description.
Mhm.
Okay, the next one. This plant
Is
Prone
prone
to
to
attack.
attack.
excellent. Is prone to attacks by insects. Is prone to, if you want it to be if you want attack as a verb, is prone to being attacked by. But what you said is excellent also. Is prone to attacks by insects. Now the last one is very difficult.
Light me up about how.
I put let me up on how.
Unfortunately not. Very good guess, but no.
I
Light as a verb does not behave like that. If you wanted to use light as a verb, the word to use would have been enlightened.
That's what I wanted to say. Could we say enlighten? Can you
Enlighten.
enlighten me?
Yeah, we can. We
Yes.
can. Sometimes ironically. Okay.
Yes. Enlighten me.
Yeah. Okay. So the expression is, can you shed or are you cast some light on how blah 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 on how Jack made enough money to buy that new sports car? Okay. So can you shed or can you cast some light, which means exactly what you said. Can you light me? Can you enlighten me on how he did it? Okay, να ρίξει κάποιο φως στο πώς τα κατάφερε. Okay, very difficult. Okay, can you cast or can you shed some light on how? If you're good,
Yes.
you are. Okay. Kate has finally accepted that her friendship is over. We may have talked about this expression.
Can we write it all?
Hmm?
Can we write it all?
Write all three, your guesses, and then we'll discuss them. And also in the past there used to be eight transformations, now there are only six. In the past there used to be 15 gaps in the gap filling, now there are only eight.
Yes.
So they have reduced the number of items.
Okay.
Okay, so Kate has finally
Accepted.
Accepted the term.
not really.
Agreed that.
Very good guess, because you understand what terms here means. Has finally come to terms with the fact that. Has finally come to terms with the fact that. Which means exactly what you very correctly guessed. Has accepted the fact. Come to terms with means accept something with difficulty.
Counter.
Come to terms with. Has finally come to terms with the fact that.
We could put more than 5 words.
No, it's 3 to 8, not 5 anymore.
Ah.
3 to 8 is the proficiency. 2 to 5 was lower.
Ah.
Yeah, proficiency is from 3 to 8. Okay, I'm not expecting to begin singing when they ask you to speak. It.
Took me by surprise when you started singing.
Excellent. It took me by surprise, or it took me aback. Ever heard the expression, took me aback? I was taken aback, I was very, very surprised. So, it took me by surprise, or it took me aback when you started singing. Or, it took me by surprise, or it took me aback to hear you singing.
Yeah.
That's not a possibility. Actually, in the old physics exams, there were many, many possibilities, which made it harder for the examiners to correct also.
It did not get her long to recover from her cold.
Excellent, but no, because you can't say it did not get her long. It did not take her long to
Yes.
get over. To get πηγαίνει στο δεύτερο μέρος. So get actually replaces recover. It did not take Janice long. Είναι σημαντικό να ξαναβάζουμε το Janice, because the new sentence has to fully replace the previous one. It did not take Janice long to I forget to get over her cold.
I thought we could use less than 5 words, so
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, I should have said that. Okay, so it did not take Janice long to get over her cold. Get over her cold. Let's get over from, then I get on. Okay. Okay. So, and the last two. Okay. It
It
was
was
not.
not until the subside of the storm.
Δεν υπάρχει ουσιαστικό.
Ah.
It was not until the storm had subsided, η σκέτο subsided. It was not until the storm had subsided, or σκέτο. It was not until the storm subsided. Yes. That
That
the extent
the extent
of the damage was clear. The extent, η έκταση της
Yes.
καταστροφής. Okay, so it was not until the storm subsided or had subsided that the extent of the damage was clear. The last one we have discussed it.
It began to dawn for him.
On him.
dawn. That's
Excellent.
what I put.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Began
Μπράβο.
to dawn.
When he won the scholarship, it began to dawn on him. It began to dawn on him just how he was. Yeah, that's it. It began to dawn on him. To dawn on Alan βασικά, γιατί ο Alan δεν αναφέρεται καθόλου σε αυτή την πρόταση. It began to dawn on Alan just how like he was. The expression, it began to dawn on him, and then it dawned on me that he was lying.
Yes.
It dawned on me.
Yes.
I started realizing. Okay, so you don't know the expression. It dawns on me means I start realizing. Now, would you like a break and then I give you the 3 minutes of term?
Okay.
And then we'll continue by checking that.
Okay.
Okay, so, enjoy your break. Christo, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
No. Okay.
No, the last one.
Yes.
I didn't understand the last one.
Yeah, it began to dawn on Alan. Άρχισε να καταλαβαίνει, άρχισε να συνειδητοποιεί.
Okay.
Sorry. It began to dawn on Alan. Okay?
Okay.
Αυτό. Alright. Oh, thank you very much. Excuse me for a second.
In May I will not come because of army, so we keep in touch
Yeah,
when I will be out.
right. And I'll put up the videos anyway. Okay, so yeah, get on. I'll find if you want. Good luck with the army. So you will not come at all in May?
May,
You won't be-
no.
Okay, alright. Where are you?
Now, parents.
He's good.
26, I think, is the Orkomosio. Yeah.
We take the oath, I don't, yeah. Yeah.
Then I think η μετάβαση ήταν Ιούλιο.
Okay. But you're not attending the special
No.
forces training. Okay. So what, is it also like General Newsletter?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Alright.
But they sent them, you don't join the special for Spain, the main, Spain is the main training, let's say.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They send them to Avalon.
Avalon?
Yeah.
That's
40 minutes from here.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay. So Avalon also has basic training.
Yeah.
What Corinth also has.
I think it's close. And they kept the Kiev, the Natarams, and Avalon.
Okay.
They
Right.
closed many,
Barracks.
many
Yeah,
barracks.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Alright. So, okay, guys, take 10. I have my hopes. Καλησπέρα, καλή εβδομάδα. Καλησπέρα, καλή εβδομάδα. Τι γίνεται? Ναι. Μμμ. Οκ. Τι λέει? Όχι, δεν πήγα. Όχι, ακόμη δεν πήγα. Όχι, αυτό πάω. Οκ. Έλεγες προηγουμένως. Έλεγες προηγουμένως. Κάτι έλεγες, κάτι ξεκίνησε στο λόγο. Βγήκε στο πρωί. Όχι. Όχι, όχι. Έχει απαγωγικό τώρα.
Λίγες θέσεις έβγαζε. Όχι ρε φίλε. Τώρα έχει Euroleague.
Όχι. Ναι, το είπα. Όχι, ξέρω. We haven't watched a movie in a long, long time.
You're right.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll watch a bit of Linus and also. Okay. Now. Yeah. Okay. The expression "it dawned on me." We all know what dawn means as a noun, right?
Yes, Yavid.
Thank you. Okay. The opposite of dawn.
Uh,
Dauntless.
Sorry.
Dauntless.
No. No. Dauntless is another word. Has nothing to do with this.
that cannot be broken emotionally.
Yeah, kind of. Aptoitos.
Yes.
Okay. Dauntless by difficult and stuff like that. A very, very nice word. And thank you, Christoph, for reminding us in a second. No, the opposite of dawn, when dawn means the first light of the day, was very good, excellent, is dusk.
Dusk.
Yeah. So he works from dawn to dusk, from the first light of the day to the last light of the day. Okay, so that's
Like Ramadan.
yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, now, dawn, it dawned on me. Was I like that? Jesus Christ, the computer is still alive. Okay, yes. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so, dawn as a verb. Dawn on.
Like slowly start to react.
Exactly right, yeah. If you realize for the first time, don't suddenly dawn on me they couldn't possibly have met before. Okay, so that's dawn on. Okay. Now, dauntless actually comes from
Don't.
exactly right. Intimidate.
Yes.
Okay. He wouldn't let himself be daunted by difficulties. So don't make somebody feel nervous and less confident about doing something. Intimidate. She was a brave woman, but she felt daunted by the task ahead. He had struggled with problems that would daunt the most energetic, resourceful people, blah, 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 blah. The prospect of going in a helicopter rather daunts me. Okay. Now, askable, but you never know. If I switched one of the letters of don't into taunt, what would it mean? Ever seen that word?
Entente.
Okay. Okay. Any ideas, taunt?
I have heard about it. I think you taunt an animal
Exactly.
in
And
a
also
mall.
people.
In a mall.
Όχι, όχι, όχι. The opposite. To taunt someone means to tease him, tease,
Να
To
το
be that.
ενοχλεί.
yeah, in such a way as to provoke a reaction. So,
Like doing this, poking.
exactly right, yeah. So to taunt is something very, very bad. We also do it to people. Okay, next example. Okay, taunting is probably the first step of bullying. Okay, when you provoke someone so hard, you make them react in a way, and then yeah, okay. So that's taunt. To try to make somebody angry or upset by saying unkind things about them, laughing at the failure, etc. The other kids continue taunting him about his size. But yeah, you can also taunt an animal. Yeah, as you very correctly said, to poke, like to yeah. In any case, to elicit a reaction. Okay, and then we have dauntless, which means fearless. Hmm? Oh, why? Dauntless. Not easily frightened or stopped from doing something difficult. Certainly resolute. Now, resolute means determined. But why does he also include
Does
fearless?
resolution mean analysis?
It means that too, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Uh, HDR, high definition resolution. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Because analysis is also definition. So resolute, but also I would have said fearless. Okay. And now the other thing, we have three expressions with the word terms. Three expressions followed by three different prepositions.
Do we have terms?
Agreed terms.
Yes, okay, you're here you're mentioning the meaning of terms as ori. Like, do we have terms? Like, okay, yeah. But here I'm talking about three expressions with terms. The one is this, which I'm sure you know, in terms of. Okay, I'm going to give you an example, and I'm sure you'll figure out the meaning. In terms of sales, his book was a huge success, but personally, I didn't like it.
Like speaking on to this sector, like
Yes, exactly. As far as sales were concerned, όσον αφορά.
like my
In terms of something, as far as something is concerned. Now, the other,
like my personal opinion does not affect the sales.
no, this is not what it says. As far as something is concerned, όσον αφορά τις πωλήσεις, όχι, δεν έχει να κάνει με personal opinion. Όσον αφορά, αν μιλήσουμε για τις πωλήσεις, το βιβλίο ήταν επιτυχία. Okay, in terms of. Αν μιλήσουμε με όρους πωλήσεων, ας πούμε, αν το θέσουμε έτσι.
Yeah.
Okay, now, on terms. Allora, on terms, a very, very nice expression. Look at this. He is on friendly terms,
Σε καλές σχέσεις.
bravo, with all his neighbors.
In good relation.
Exactly right. So, this meaning of terms means relations. He is on friendly terms with all his neighbors. Look at this. I had a terrible row with my brother, and right now we are hardly on speaking terms. Ready? We are hardly on speaking terms.
We're hardly speaking.
Exactly. We hardly talk to each other. And the last one, there is an informal atmosphere in the office. Actually, on first name terms with a boss. Ready? On first
Υπάρχει
name
μια
terms.
πολύ αναφορική ατμόσφαιρα στο
Ανεπίσημη, informal.
yes.
I am on first name terms with the boss. I'm on first name terms with the boss.
Really good relations with the boss.
Yes, but literally, what does that mean? Literally on first name terms with the boss. Το απευθύνω με τον μικρό του. Το λέω Γιωργάκη, Κωστάκη. Okay, on first name terms.
Okay.
Okay, like I address him with his first name. Okay.
Yeah, like sir businessman, Giorgo.
Yeah, exactly. And the last one was the expression that we came across before. Come to terms with, accept something with difficulty. It's very hard for him to come to terms with the loss of his wife. Να αποδεχθεί. Okay. There's also the expression get to grips with. Let's see, just get to this one. Nice. Okay, okay. Okay. Get to grips. What come to grips? Yeah. Come or get to grips with something to begin to understand and deal with something difficult. I'm slowly getting to grips with the language. They have so far failed to come to grips with ecological problems, to be able to handle something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like learn the ropes.
very close. Well done.
Because grip is like when you grip onto something. Η λαβή.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Come or get to grips with.
Have to go now.
Okay. So
Keep in touch.
best of luck. Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care. He's going to the army, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Okay. All right. Okay. Let us check some of the stuff Christo, you don't have to go. You aren't going anywhere, right?
No.
Okay. So let us check for.
Let's check first workbook
Yeah.
because it was
Okay.
2 pages.
Okay. And then we watch a little movie. All right. And I'm going to turn on the lights. And check the temperature to see how stupid I was to leave home without a jacket. Yeah, slightly stupid. Of course, temperature will drop in the next hour, so by 9 o'clock I'll feel very stupid to have that phone like that. Okay, all right. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. What did you say? Which unit?
Work 8A. Workbook pages 44, 45.
Okay. Here.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So complete newspaper headlines.
Habitat loss, rising population, fight for gender equality, climate
Oh,
crisis.
okay. Wait. Take this.
Rising population,
Yes.
for fight for gender equality,
Yeah.
climate.
Okay. Christo, you got all those three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Climate crisis.
food insecurity.
Excellent. Climate crisis needs to be addressed now. What does addressed mean?
Dealt with.
Excellent. Very good. Now, address as a verb. Actually, it means two things, and both are worth mentioning. The one is to deal with, like for example, this is an urgent problem and it needs to be immediately addressed. But also, yeah, think about the problem inside how you're going to deal with it, address on yours, and also address the real issues. Here, I believe that the Greek word for that is δεν φύγει πραγματικά θέματα. Okay. Okay, so this is the one meaning, but the other meaning, okay, how do you address a judge? By your honor.
Yes. Πώς του μιλά, πώς το αναφέρει, πώς τον
Πώς θα
αναφέρει.
απευθύνεσαι. Exactly right, yeah. Okay, so address, another meaning of address is απευθύνομαι. Use a particular name or title for somebody when you speak to or write to them. The different ways in which you address a member of your royal family, the judge should be addressed as your honor. Okay, so that's address. Right. Okay, and let's move on. Continued deforestation could wipe out. Next species, excellent. Can we have one word synonym for this?
Kill.
Yeah, okay. Thinking of eliminate.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, kill. Switching to other forms of energy will avoid using up all the oil. It did occur to him, excellent. Here, occur to does not mean happen. Okay, here occur to means του ήρθε στο μυαλό.
Yes.
Okay, it crossed his mind. What peace might happen if people could live side by side? Many people are thirsty for. Excellent. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Life there is in stark contrast. Intense. Okay, endony.
Yeah.
Endony. Trees are major source. Governments are concerned about habitat loss. Drought.
What does vicinity?
Vicinity means is a very complicated way to say neighborhood, but also means being close, η εγκύτητα, η απόσταση. Like for example, are there any hospitals in the vicinity, in the neighborhood, but also close by, in the area, exactly. the area around a particular place in the vicinity. Crowds gathered in the vicinity of Trafalgar Square. There's a hostel in the immediate vicinity. Now, we have vicinity and we have proximity.
I know this one.
You do?
Yes. There are, I know this from it's called the proximity round in artillery, where basically when the radio inside the round senses an object near it, it explodes. It doesn't need to specifically touch the object. It is used as anti-air.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. I was not aware of that. But proximity means close distance in that case. So what you call it again? Proximity round.
Round. Near.
A shot.
Yes.
A round is a shot.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Um, the state of being near Southwest London distance. The proximity of the college to London makes it very popular. The Greek word for that would be enkitita. Okay. Closeness. Okay. Um, Okay, but here in the second example, you could have replaced proximity with vicinity. A house in the vicinity of the motorway. Okay, and since we're talking about short distance and so on, tell me if you've ever seen this word,
Wait.
adjacent to.
No.
I think it's an adverb. It means close by. Like, are there any hotels adjacent to your house? Very close. Although, no, I believe adjacent means actually next to, touching, so close. Next to the base layer, adjacent runways, numbers that are adjacent in sequence, 1, 2, 3, and 4, they are adjacent. Okay, a farmland was adjacent to a river. Okay. So, not necessarily empty, it's an adjective. Okay. And yeah, right. Sorry, what are you writing?
No. Yeah.
You're done. Okay. So, the drill let water
Scarcity.
scarcity. Excellent. Spaniota.
Yes.
Climate change is a major factor in ocean
Warming.
warming. Okay. Throughout history, scarce resource conversion resulted in
Conflict.
conflict between nations. Excellent. Countries resources should
Export.
export them those balance. If we lose the diversity, we'll never. Excellent. Ancient peoples often in their vicinity. Excellent. If climate change gets much worse, there will be no chance to reverse it. Excellent. Now, give me the adjective of that.
Reversal.
This is the noun.
Yeah.
Η αναστροφή. Okay, excellent. No, I'm looking for the adjective, and actually, I want the opposite of the adjective. Like, for example, if we continue using other resources, the damage will be near Mr. T. Irreversible. Excellent. Very good. Bravo. So that's reverse. The noun is reversal. And then we have the adjective reversible. And the opposite? Irreversible. And we obviously have an adverb. The plan will change irreversibly. Μία αντιστρεπτά. Ανεπανόρθωτα. Okay. Yeah. You're done. Okay. And over time,
Desertification.
overgrazing. Η υπερβόσκηση. Το ότι τρώνε τα πάντα.
Yes.
Consider green area into Rachel. Graze, among other things, means fosco.
Yes.
Throw removal of national reserve will often lead to desertification, not to overgrazing. That would be impossible. Okay. Overgrazing is done by animals. Okay. And that's number 4. Okay, let's do 5, and then we turn to some of it. There has been increasing pressure on the earth to phase out to outpace in urban areas. The majority of residents master region support the use of electric bus instead. The Swiss of these more some of the adverse effects. Αρνητικά. Το άρνητο λογικά δεν πηγαίνει πουθενά. Before all is wiped out completely, it is hoped that one day it will occur to everyone. What's arid? What would be? Almost. A place where nothing grows. Okay. Desert. Desert is an arid area. Okay. Το arid και το arid μαζί. Τώρα μην τα θυμίζω και μετά από αυτό. What did I ask you to do for last time?
We had also page 45 from the workbook.
Yeah.
And I think page 67 students book.
Okay. How about? Okay. Can I ask you to do those just so you have something? Page 46 and 47.
Yes.
Okay. So pages 46 and 47. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So a bit of movie, right?
The letter of the letters.
Yes, please. And we're still watching magazine. Thank you. Oh my god. Wait.